a few inclusions this season for we have recruiting point of view. Let's talk about those. Who did we get in?
Yeah,
where? What do they add to the team?
I guess we'll go one for one, hey? So I'll talk about probably Josh Schoenfeld's probably been the biggest in terms of culture. He's brought just a level of work ethic and a level of running ability that is unparalleled, I would say, in the WAFL comp. I don't think anyone probably runs as hard as him. Like, he's running a 6-minute 10 on a spongy deck at East Fremantle into the massive head breeze, the southerly.
Yeah.
That's crazy numbers for a 2K time trial. I don't reckon that'll be beaten in WAFL level.
I agree as well with he obviously brings professionalism that I have kind of experienced from a WAFL level player before as well. So he's great from that point of view.
Yeah. Then we've got Luke English, who, again, he's from the Richmond Footy Club. So obviously he spent 2 years on their list when they won 2 flags. He's just like a sponge. He's soaked up all their culture and the way they train and their standards and their ethics, and he's brought a bit of that into our footy club, and you can just tell the way he trains and the way he moves. Like, he's another elite runner. He was top 3 or 4 in our run.
6:32 k.
That's quick.
So
that's really
top
quick.
5.
Who else? Corey Chalmers, who's played 100 games at West Perth, and he's been a part of a premiership at West Perth. So he brings some success, and he's got a good working relationship with Bill, and he works pretty hard in the gym. You'd probably attest to that. He's a hard.
He's
worker.
another way, because he's also very important as well. Because, like you said, he's had success, and then you have bringing in people who have had that success. They're able to bring in what they know and then put that into what we have.
Yeah,
that's an important one.
Exactly.
Prior success.
And
he's very fit as well.
He's extremely fit, and this is the thing. Like, he's a good runner. He's another good runner, and he's a vegan, and he's just ripped, mate. Like my partner and I live with Cam Erdley, and his partner both said, like, from the sideline you can see like the definition in his face and his arms. He's just so ripped.
Yeah, it was extremely works extremely hard. So that's what happens.
Yeah. So he'll be a great addition, and underrated, I reckon. Like, he's not one that's spoken about much, but he's a senior footballer who's got a lot of talent, and he's come into a position that we don't have a lot of depth in, and he's going to be good for us. Who else? So Dill O'Reilly comes off Frio's list, so he's very strong. He's got really good ethic in the gym. I think he lifts really well, and I played with him before he got drafted, and he's matured into a man since then. So that's exciting. He lifts pretty big numbers in the gym.
He prides himself on that as well.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good then. Like, I remember he was doing a lot of off-season weights. Like, I'd be coming to the club, and like I don't even know if he'd signed at the point, but he was, obviously going to sign, and he's in the gym just lifting big numbers. I'm like, geez, that's good. Who else? There's 2 others. Huey Dixon, also from Freo. He's a good competitor. Really good competitor. Surprised me with his level of competitiveness, and he's got some real leadership traits as well, and I don't think he even realises that yet. That's one thing that's sort of shocked me. I didn't picture that him coming in. But
so what is it? What in terms of what kind of leadership traits does he have?
He's really good on the track, like in terms of he knows the game pretty well, and he's able to voice it to guys as well. He's able to explain. He's got good IQ. I think that's a good trait of leadership. Obviously, he's got a lot of other areas he needs to develop, but if he was to develop those areas, I could definitely see him being a leader of the footy club in the future. Yeah, he's got a bit to work on, but he's got a bit of a natural ability, I reckon, in that area.
He does communicate pretty well.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Last one?
There's one more. I'm going to kick myself because
he's not going to like it. I know who it is, but he's not going to like it.
Don't tell me.
Let you song.
He's going to hate it.
Hopefully he's not.
Marshy. Yeah. So played with Marshy before. I know what you're going to get from Marshy. Another 2 years on another list brings a little bit more experience. Yeah. And he's like a dynamo, mate. He's strong. Yeah, he's our best lifter, isn't he?
Very strong.
Yeah.
He's up there in both the key lifts that we do.
Yeah.
When you said you played with him beforehand, was that when he came back? Was that when you were still in seniors?
I played a Colts game with him. Yeah. One Colts game with him.
Yeah.
Then when he got drafted out of Colts, went to Collingwood.
Yeah.
Came back to East Fremantle. played another year or two at East Fremantle, and then got drafted again.
Yeah,
so
what do you take for the last time you played with him to what now training with him? You haven't played with him as much yet, but what are kind of the key differences that you see in his game now? He looks a little fitter. Yep.
He looks a little fitter than when he got drafted last time. He definitely lifting bigger numbers.
Yep.
And
Physically.
But I don't think much has changed. I don't think much has changed with Marshy. But I just think what's actually been good to see, what the feedback he's given is how much we've changed since he's gone and come back. He sort of said to me, it's like a different club. So that's some good feedback that he's given us. And I suppose when Marshy first left, he had really high standards, or he had really high demands of his teammates. And because we weren't at a level where we could accept that, he sort of was, it put him on the outside a little bit. And he's talking about this, like he was almost ostracized for working as hard as what he did. And now that work is normalized here at where we're at now. And he's like, I was doing all this before, but like guys were sort of almost laughing at me at times.
Because he was kind of the only one.
He was the odd one out. And like that must have been really hhard for him. And like I feel sorry for him, and I kind of regret not supporting him more in that period of time. But it's just where we were at.